Yo, it's your girl Aina Brei'Yon. Today I want to talk to those who feeling a little bit hopeless when it comes to finding true love in these times, all right? Now let's get this out the way. I'm not no relationship guru, love guru, none of that stuff. I'm speaking strictly from a space of fucking up most of my life. So a lot of things that I've come to understand comes from me fucking up, okay? So let me have a transparent moment with you guys about myself. So the first place that I fucked up was like my idea of what relationship should look like, what love was, came from television. I tried to make something that was scripted into my reality. So if you look at the world now, right, the world is wide open. There's a lot of highlighted parts of people's relationships that others would set as goals. There's a lot of relationship gurus out here that's giving mad advice and telling you what a relationship should look like. And we're consuming way too much of this information and we're getting far away from reality when it comes to relationships. So I understand why you're feeling hopeless. I understand. We have to disconnect from this. You have to figure out who you are first, what you want out of life, and have a strong why. Have a strong why. Relationships are a part of that, okay? You have to be honest with yourself about yourself. These are the things that I was not paying attention to before I enter relationships. Like, I would have, since I got my ideas from television, right? I'm like, okay, this is how I'm supposed to show up in a relationship. But I never invested in becoming that person. Never invested in it. I didn't know who I was, why I was here, what I wanted out of life. I maneuver most of my life aimless, okay? And me entering those relationships with expectations that I got from television really didn't give none of my relationships a fair chance to be successful. None of them. So this is why I feel like it's important to disconnect from social media when it comes to relationships. You have to, because they're not going to show you the ugly parts. That's also the beautiful part. It's the most beautiful part, in my opinion, because it's easy to be up with somebody. But how y'all handle each other at y'all lows says the most about your relationship, where y'all at, and how y'all truly feel about each other. So when y'all setting goals, relationship goals based off other relationships highlights, you setting unrealistic expectations for your relationships. This is why a lot of people are hopeless during these times, man. It's not real. We are lacking the true understanding of what love is. And we don't realize that it starts with us first. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what people are really focusing on, right? So if you hopeless, you taking somebody else's highlights and you thinking this is what your life should look like. No. What do you want for yourself? You got to disconnect from this stuff. Figure out who you are, what aligns best with where you're going. Not where everybody else said. Their journey is their journey. Their space is their space. It's out here. Are you attractive enough to attract it? And I don't mean no surface level physical beauty. I'm talking about who you are. You'd be surprised at how many people only want a relationship because they tired of being alone. And I always believe, still believe, that if you don't like spending time with yourself, what makes you think somebody gonna want to spend the rest of their life with you? Everything you do on a daily basis needs to be nurturing what you want out of life. You have to fall in love with that process. You have to. You got to take care of those things about you that's blocking you from attracting what you want as far as a partner. You have to take care of those things. It's not that it's not out here, man. Yeah, it might seem rare because, again, the world is wide open. So you're seeing all type of stuff, man. People could be whoever they want to be online, and they not that way when they log off. It's kind of like how I was showing up in my relationships, trying to be something I never invested in becoming, or trying to be someone I never invested in becoming. You got to be mindful of like what you are consuming on a daily basis, man. Not just in your mouth, but in your mind. We not in, it seemed like hopeless times. I'm not gonna lie, cause I put that on my on my Instagram status. Like I'm still a hopeless. I will always be a hopeless romantic, even in these hopeless times, right? Cause that's what it looked like. So if you want to attract something rare, in your mind, you have to become something rare. Who are you? What do you want? And why? Be honest about your foundation, your current foundation, what you got to bring to the table. Have standards that you also stand on. Not that you just say it because it's a good look or something to say online, but like standards that you actually stand on yourself. Don't give up, man. I'm telling y'all, it's out here. It's a beautiful thing because you are love. You are love. So you have no choice but to attract it once you become attractive enough to attract it. All right? Hopefully this helped somebody. But that's why I fucked up a lot, like not working on those things, not being honest with myself about myself at those times. So I was entering those relationships with no aim, man, and with unfair expectations, all right? You got to get back to reality, man. All right? I have a beautiful whatever y'all in right now.